So Big Ten Media Days were going on, and Jim Harbaugh uh, said some things um, that are truly just stupid. Just sounds so stupid. Um, Jim Harbaugh, and this is a quote from him directly. Jim Harbaugh on the next step in Michigan football, considering this year, I mean, as long as he's there, which isn't going to be much longer. I'm here before, this is a quote, and I quote, I'm here before you as enthusiastic and excited as he's been, as I've been, to win the championship, to beat Ohio, our rivals, Michigan State, everybody. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to do it or die trying. No, you're not. You may beat Michigan State. But let's see. Who is Michigan's rivals? What is our rivals? Michigan State. Okay, we could beat them. Penn State. I don't think so, man. I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't think so. Wisconsin. No. Not happening. Ohio State. No. Not happening. I know that the Penn State game and the Wisconsin game are both on the road for Michigan. No. Stop. So was Harbaugh's mindset in years prior, the other 5 times we lost to Ohio State, was this his mindset? We're going to win or die trying. Because I sure hope it was. Was this his mindset going into it? Because if it is, what makes this year different? And if it wasn't, then that's a problem. That's a problem. And if he truly means this, let's say, for example, this was his mindset in years prior. If it's just so stupid. If this was his mindset in years prior, I want to know what makes this year any different. Because honest to God, I don't think there is a difference. This is exactly the same crap. It's only going to get worse for Harbaugh at Michigan. I'm shocked he's still there. I'm shocked that he still wants to be there. None of the fans like him. None of the fans want him to stay. Now, listen. When it comes, if you're a fan of like a lesser team, a smaller school that doesn't win that a whole lot, you would love to be Michigan. I know it, because, you take what you can get. Harbaugh doesn't have a bad record at Michigan. It's not a great record. It's not amazing, but it's a good record. He currently at Michigan, he has a 49-22 record with a 34-16 mark in Big Ten play. Not bad, right? When you look at that, you're like, that's not bad. That's mostly wins. But it's the problem against rivals. That is the biggest thing right there. Never mind winning a Big Ten title as much as I want it. And never mind winning a national title as much as I want it. Let's just beat our rivals. That's the first step. But even that, I feel like we are very far away from that happening. Let's see. Let's look at this. Against Ohio State over the past 2 seasons, so 2019 or 2018 and 19, because we didn't play in 2020. Michigan has allowed 118 points. 62 and 56, if you were wondering. Harbaugh has yet to get a victory over the Buckeyes, and he holds an awful 1-4 record in bowl games. You want to know when his first bowl win was? In his very first year as the coach at Michigan in 2015, when we destroyed Florida in some nothing bowl game. I remember that very well. It's not looking much better in 2021 as Ohio State schedule predictions outline the score for the next Ohio State-Michigan meeting in Week 13 in Ann Arbor. Ohio State is predicted to prevail by a score of 42-28. That is being very generous. I think they're being too nice to Michigan. I think they're being too nice to us. I feel like COVID saved Michigan from absolute, could never come back from embarrassment, just permanent damage to the freaking University of Michigan football athletics in general. They could have beaten us by 100 points last year. I have no doubt. In 2020, if we would have played them, and I've said this before in videos months and months ago, if we would have played them, they would have beaten us. I seriously, I predicted a score of 100-0. And I truly, 100,000% still stick with that. They absolutely could have beaten us by 100 points and allowed us no points. They could have put in their backups and their backups to their backups. And we could have kept our starters in all game, and we still would have scored nothing. They could have scored every other play. It would have looked like a game of NCAA football 14. Wild to think that Harbaugh did so well at all of his previous collegiate stops and helped the San Francisco 49ers to 2 NFC titles and a Super Bowl berth. Who would have thought it'd go this sour with the Wolverines? I definitely didn't think that Michigan would be in this spot. If you would have told me that they'd be in this spot after Harbaugh got hired, I wouldn't have believed you. So, Ohio State fans started making fun of Jim Harbaugh from the Big Ten Media Day remarks. There's a quote here, and it says, Michigan players are saying, Coach, what if we can't beat Ohio State? And Jim Harbaugh says,
I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Funny meme. Rest in peace to Coach Harbaugh and all the players. Let's see. Can I get this?
That's what we want to do, and we're going to do it or die trying. That's what we want to do, and we're going to do it or die trying.
Stupid. He just sounds like a fool when he talks. He just looks so stupid. He just sounds stupid. So, what is the next step for Michigan? Well, I'll tell you what the next step should be for Michigan, because I can say it and I can come up with a better way of saying it than Jim Harbaugh could. The first step is firing him. I'm sorry. I've given Jim Harbaugh more chances than the average team would allow. A lot of fans gave up on Harbaugh after the 2017 season or the 2018 season. I was like, guys, let's calm down. Let's keep him around a little longer. Everything's gonna be fine. But no. After the 2020 season, I was so done. Actually, I was on the brink of being done after the 2019 season. But then the 2020 season came along and it just killed me. What really put the nail on the coffin for me was the Michigan State game from 2020 season. That put me over the edge. That put me over the line of, all right, time to find someone new. And he signed an extension, and I know it's an extension. He could stay another few years. He's going to be gone after 2021. I guarantee it. It doesn't matter how many wins he gets. If he doesn't beat Ohio State and beat our rivals and at least make a Big Ten championship game, he doesn't even have to win it. If he can just beat those teams and make a Big Ten championship, I think that'll be enough. Just enough to maybe keep him around a little longer. But if he can't even do that, if he can't even do the basic things like beating our rivals, which is not basic, but you know what I mean. If he can't do that, if he can't even beat Michigan State, let me say this. If he loses to Michigan State, if Michigan loses to Michigan State in 2021, gone. Get rid of him, please. There's no reason at that point to keep him. No reason. If we can't beat Michigan State, oh, and I know you're thinking too, like, oh, well, why would they do that? Why would they get rid of him right in the middle of the season? If we can't beat Michigan State, we're goners. We're goners. There's no point in even having any optimism about the season if you can't beat Michigan State. We'll win some games, right? We're going to win games, obviously. There's going to be games we're going to play. We're going to be the much better, more talented team. There's going to be games where we're going to win. But we're not, if those games don't matter to me. I don't care about beating Western Michigan and Northern Illinois and Maryland. We beat teams like that every year. I don't care. Let's look at the schedule again. Michigan's schedule here because I don't remember it. I know they play Washington and whatnot. And yeah. I don't care about beating Western Michigan, Northern Illinois, Rutgers, Northwestern. If we can't beat our rivals, which the chances of us beating all of our rivals are slim to none, if we don't beat all of them, get rid of them, especially Michigan State. Michigan State's got no reason to be optimistic this year either. They're not expected to be any good this year. If we can't beat them, bye Harbaugh. Goodbye. Get rid of them. Should have gotten rid of him already, but get rid of him. I'll give him one more chance. But after this, I'm done.